What's up, guys? Mischief Magus here. I am in a new and unfamiliar territory. Actually, it's just my dad's house. This is the guest bedroom. It looks like a construction zone. But just want to apologize for everyone who has been expecting any videos of me. I have been really busy with work, and I've also been busy with a few new friends, setting them up with their own talismans. I figured if I can teach them, I should be able to teach everybody else who's watching. We did Venus for a time. She was in Libra, which is, as we know, her domicile, her masculine domicile, and on the fixed star Spica at 24 degrees. This was done, I'd say, about a week ago. And if they're watching this, please feel free, guys, to comment and, just mention it to people, because it really helped me explain things to you. And I think what I'm going to do from here on out is I'm going to get a little bit more hands-on-y with the way how I decide what times to elect talismans. Now, for what it's worth, I have not actually made any talismans of my own. I have 3 that I have bought, and they're very expensive. So, unless you guys out there want to shell out $300 to $500 for a magical item, which is actually, in all fairness, a reasonable deal given the amount of work it takes to make one, I suggest you follow my videos and you try and make them yourself. The reason why I had the videos prior, and I know I've mentioned this before in the past, is because without a strong foundation of what matters and what doesn't, none of this stuff works. You need to know the dignities, you need to know the houses, you need to know where in the houses work, and you need to know about the planets themselves, and also some places to avoid. For example, and I had mentioned this before, you don't want to put Mars in Taurus when he's conveniently 1 or 2 degrees away from Algol, which is a malefic fixed star. Very, very bad, especially for Mars if he's in Taurus, which, as we know, is the exact opposite from one of his domiciles, Scorpio. Do not do that. Anyway, I wanted to kind of refresh things since I'm getting back into this, and I'm going to be making a couple of these. I've found that it works better in chunks when I'm inspired, so people can follow along. So for this video, I want to show you my own talismans. Now, like I said, I did not make these. I bought them. They are very fucking expensive. There was a lot of work that went into them, and the people that made them, I respect them greatly. But I want you guys to start off right. I'm not convinced. At this point, I'm honestly not convinced. If you don't make the talisman yourself, it might not work. I don't have any way of proving or disproving that, but I have a hunch that it works better if you make it. So if I make them for you, and let's say I'm going to be an asshole and I charge you $50 or $100 for one, I'm not going to do that yet. If there's a demand, maybe. I want you guys to learn how to do it. This is a really cool technique, and it's really neat. It's magic. But going back to what I was saying, I want you to know how to do them. They're very simple looking, but the ones that I have are complicated. And I just don't know if when you make them for other people, I don't know if they work. I have no way of proving or disproving that, but I'll show you. I have 3 of them. I want to get a 4th one, but I probably won't. The first one you've probably already seen. This is my Mercury ring. I got this on a website, and it's made of silver and 5 emeralds. It has the hieroglyphics from Egypt, from the emerald tablet of Thoth, I think, if I can remember. I'm not going to circle jerk about what it means, but this is a Mercury talisman. If you're curious, I can provide the chart in which it was made. Now, jeweler or not, and the guy who made this is a jeweler, you need to make it at an appropriate time. You can't just go, I'm going to make a talisman now, and make it. that not going to work, best case scenario. Worst case scenario, bad juju. You pick a time, as I've been saying all these past weeks, and you need to make the talisman at that time. For the friends that I had talked about before, who I had instructed on how to make talismans, you making a talisman at a correct time, you are basically birthing it into existence, just as a mother births a child into existence. And I know that sounds weird, but literally when you make something, it pops out of the earth, or in this case, your mind. It is born. And whether you create a paper talisman, a wax talisman, a plastic talisman, or a metal talisman, or even a wood talisman if you want, whatever the material, you're still making it. You're still adding the insignias. You're still blessing it. You're still consecrating it. You're creating it at the time that you want to elect. So I showed you my Mercury talisman. This was the first talisman I got. This is my Sun talisman. He's the oldest one that I have. And yes, I referred to them as he because they're my little friends. I'm sure they don't give a shit about me, but I like them. So this is it. On the front, this is an Arabic magic table. What a magic table is it's just a box of numbers. For the sun, it's a 6x6 box. And if I remember correctly, the total sum of the numbers is 666 or 777, I can't remember. And yes, some people will be like, ooh, 666, the devil. Actually, 6 is the sun's number, and it is, in Agrippa, he proclaims the number 6 as the most divine and complete whole number. I really should read it to you, but I do want to get into that a little later. Right now I'm just showing you what talismans can look like. And of course on the back, it has something in Arabic which I do not know. I think this is Arabic. Yeah. And I can't remember what it says, but there's that little plus thing, that is the seal of the sun. Then there's the circle thing, which is the actual glyph of the sun. And those two weird lines, one of those is the planetary intelligence of the sun, and the other one is the spirit of the sun. Both of these are actually derived from the magic table, which is on the front. You can't see the numbers because they're in Arabic, but they're there. And in my profile picture, this and my Jupiter talisman, they're the ones that I have for my picture. I put them there because it's what started everything. This is my Jupiter talisman. It's a little bit easier to make sense out of. So I actually have a picture of this from the guy who made it, and if you're interested, you can find Nigel Jackson, who has actually illustrated the forms of the planets. And I want to talk about them in a video too. Apparently each planet has a form, like what they actually look like. So there's one form of Jupiter called, I just call him the lion-headed priest. That's the guy that's on the front of this. It's made of silver, and on the back you see a Latin chant or saying. I mean, you can't really read it. You can pause it if you want, but it says Confirmo o Deus Potentissimus, which means make secure, O God most powerful, or something. It also has the seal of Jupiter, the intelligence or spirit of Jupiter, and the actual glyph. So actually two different mages made these. These are my original ones, and I really like them a lot. I've put in a lot of time into consecrating them and working with them, and for what it's worth, I have no idea if they're doing anything for me. That's the risk you take. And it's a hobby. It's fun. But it's you can sometimes question whether it's like, wow, am I even really doing this right? Wow, is this worth it? Am I, satisfying the spirits or anything? That's kind of what goes through my head, because it's like, you look around and I'm like, well, where's my money? Where's my job? Where's my whatever? And after a while, you do it enough, and I mean, this is what happens for me. Like, I did it, and I was thinking, well, it doesn't seem to be working. But gradually, you just get more interested in doing it right. And that's how I don't really care at this point if I get anything or not. But doing it correctly is what makes me happy. Of course, the money would be nice. Or whatever you want. A car or a house or good health. You can ask for all of these things. Don't know if you'll get them. Simple things would probably be better. Like making your workplace a little bit easier to work with, or finding a nice suit or something to wear, picking the proper clothes for a good dinner or something. I don't know. Something that you can easily make happen. So this video I just kind of wanted to cover with these 3 talismans. This is what I work with. For you, you will be making your own. Hopefully after listening to me blab on and on. So I do apologize for not making any more videos recently. Like I said, I've been really busy, and I've also just been really damn tired. But I got a message from someone on Reddit, and he was like, when are you going to make videos? Did you die? No, I'm alive and well. Unfortunately. I should be making some more. Alright, stay tuned, guys.